Hello and welcome back to the Every Hobart Bus Route Challenge. There's a lot more of you now, and I love seeing all of your comments and perspectives on the challenge. For a reminder, here's the bus routes that I took back on day one. If you haven't seen it already, you might be missing some context here. Today is day 2, a rainy weekday, where I begin the day at the windswept Tranmere terminus in eastern Hobart. I am here in Tranmere at the Tranmere terminus to catch the first bus of the day today, of 13 total, which is the X16 to Hobart City. It's very windy and very cold and very exposed and no trees here anywhere. Bus of the day, which is this 236, and it was delivered, I believe, in 2006. I'm here in the city at the Clarence stop for the bus interchange because my next destination is Risdon Vale. I will be going there in about 7 minutes, and until then I have to stand out here in the cold wind. Here on the bus, the 605 bus to Risdon Vale. It is XDI 855, and this bus will take me to Risdon Vale. I think it's going to get there by 9 o'clock. And I'm gonna have to do my first reboarding of the day, but you know, that's fine. I can reboard. I'm great at that. Here in Risdon Vale, gonna get back on the bus. Back in the city, this time at A1 Glenorchy stop, because my next route, the third route of the day, is going to be the 503 to Tolosa Park. Now, I'm used to routes to Glenorchy taking only about 20 minutes to get to Glenorchy. This takes like 44 minutes to get all the way to Glenorchy and then around to Tolosa Park, which is still Glenorchy, but X20 in the background. Hopefully I don't get an XDI because I'm getting really tired of XDIs. Maybe I'll get like one of those. On the bus out to Tolosa Park, it is the custom coaches CB80, I forgot the number. I'm going to be on this bus for like 44 minutes and then I'm going to get off and have to reboard back to Glenorchy, and then I'll catch the next route, which I'm kind of excited for. Here in Tolosa Park, and I expected the driver to stop, but good I guess, because I get to get back to Glenorchy sooner and I don't have to reboard. Yeah. It's 10:12 a.m. The bus departed Tolosa Park at about 10:10, and it wasn't scheduled to depart until 10:16, so we're running pretty early at the moment. I might have to wait a while in Glenorchy. I think I already had like a 10-minute connection in Glenorchy. I fear I may be on an out-of-service bus on accident. This is not good. I can just ask to get off at Glenorchy though, but off the the bus in Glenorchy, and it did appear to be an out-of-service bus. So what I think happened was it terminated in Tolosa Park, but that bus wasn't actually the same bus scheduled, like it wasn't a reboarding service. So I ended up on a terminated bus. I guess the driver didn't see me and didn't stop the bus, and then, but luckily the out of service route just goes right through Glenorchy interchange, so I'm here now. But that was interesting. I got back here really quickly. It's only been like 5 minutes since I was at Tolosa Park, and it normally takes like 15. But yeah, I'm going to be catching the 5:50 to Hobart City via Kallang Avenue and Lena Valley. Lena Valley? I don't know how to pronounce it. I really didn't feel like waiting half an hour for the 5:50, so I decided I would get on the 5:01 instead. Now, my connection in the city might be jeopardized by this because I have to get off this bus at UTAS where it terminates and then get on a bus back to the city from UTAS, and I don't know if I'll make it in the city on time for my connection, but this is just put a bit of a wrench in the works, but that's part of the fun, right? So bye 5:50, see you another day, I guess. I'm on downtown city bus number 211. It was delivered in 2006 maybe? So this bus will arrive at UTAS at 11:04 I believe, which is in 5 minutes, and the bus that I'm taking back to the city leaves in 6 minutes. So I'm gonna have to cross Churchill Avenue in 1 minute, which is gonna be real tight. You know me, I'm a seasoned running for buses at UTAS expert. I do that all the time. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Luckily, I don't think it is a reboarding, although the bus is about to stop, so that's going to slow it down a bit. It's pelting down with rain. There it is. There's my bus. Is this even my bus? I have no idea. Alright. Yeah, I think I might actually have to reboard. Great, but at least I'm gonna make it. No competition. Just a couple minutes out there and I'm already soaked, but I'm on bus 911, which is next DI, back out to the city. Hopefully it departs on time. Luckily I didn't have to reboard, so that's lucky. But this isn't a new route. I hope I'm gonna make route 540 from stop L1 in the city. So that'll take me to Mount Stuart. That was in the original plan, so if I can make that, I'll be back with the original plan. Other than that, if I don't make it, I'm not sure what I'm going to do because there aren't really too many good options. It's kind of a bit of a slump in the middle of the day where there's not many route options off-peak service, so hopefully this bus departs soon. It's scheduled to depart in about 1 minute. Just ran so hard to make the 540 and I'm on it now. So yay, back on the plan. Unfortunately the windows look like this. It's XCI 914. Here in Mount Stuart, so now I have to reboard and head back to the city. Bus. Back on the 540 to Hobart City. So it's XDI 914 again. XDI 914 is different from the other XDIs pre the 900s in that they have that style bus stop instead of the different ones. And it and its 18 siblings or something all have that feature instead of the other bus stops, which are more like curvy. But anyway, I'm going to be taking this bus to the city, and then I'm going to be changing for a bus to Tranmere. So that's the next stop. Back in the Hobart City to take the X15 bus to Tranmere via Rosny Park and Shoreline. It's currently 12:23 and the bus is scheduled to depart at 12:27. I almost thought that the 540, which I got off, would become the 615, and I was really not looking forward to having to go on that bus for a third time. But luckily, it was actually becoming the Risdon Vale route, so we're fine. On the 615, it is a ex-Skybus Melbourne, and it is this. Here in Tranmere. I'm gonna go have lunch and I'll be back in the city, hopefully. So see you then. I've had lunch and now I'm back in the city. It's just about 2:04 p.m. and in 2 minutes I'm going to be boarding a bus to Summerleas. It is in the background. It's bus 304, which is a custom coaches CB60 with a flip-top display, and it will take me to the Summerleas area of Kingston. This is route 429 to Summerleas. Here at the Summerleas terminus, but this isn't the full route completion. I won't fully complete the route pretty much until I end up back in Kingston. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay on and, like one other passenger, I'm gonna stay on and take it to Kingston Central, which is something you're allowed to do. And then I'll get off there and catch the X08 to the city. Not a complete route, but just finished the 429 route to Summerleas fully, and over there is my X08 coming. It was a pretty good connection because the Summerleas bus was very late, and I'm gonna get on now. It is XDI 855. Interestingly to note, this is the second time today I've been on this bus. The first time was when I rode this bus all the way to Risdon Vale and then back, but it's got a different driver now. Back in the city, and this time I'm at bus stop C1. Bus stop C1 is interesting because I've actually done most of the routes it serves, but my next move will be catching the 655 to Mornington from here, which departs at 3:20 in about 4 minutes. Hopefully it's not the same bus I was just on, but that's okay if it is, I guess. The 6:55 goes via Rosny Park and Warrain to Mornington. I'm on the 6:55. It is XDI 8:53, and I've got the non-dotty window here. As well as that, this bus also goes via Clarence Tafe, which is an interesting diversion. It's like a bit off at Flagstaff Gully. You'd have seen on the route map that was just up on the screen. But yeah, that's an interesting diversion that this route does. I don't think the 654 does it, but here's the thing about the 654. I will be catching this bus as the 654 back to Rosny Park, but I don't think it counts because it's not fully the route. For the purposes of this challenge, I'm declaring the full route to be its largest extent, i.e. from the city to Mornington on the 654. However, the 654 isn't going to Mornington in that direction from the city, or vice versa, so I'm not going to be able to catch that today. So actually, I think I might only get 12 bus routes done today, but 12 is better than 11. Here in rainy Mornington, and the bus is going back to Rosny now. It's turning off, and there's someone still on there, which is a bit odd. I didn't know this was a route that you could turn around at. Alright, post 654, I'm back here in Rosny Park interchange for the millionth time this week, and I'm going to be taking 624 to the city, I think. After that, I'm catching an express route, the X13 to Snug. My bus departs at 4:30, I'm still in Rosny Park, and it's 4:21, so I fear we may not make the X13 bus to Snug. I might have to break down crying and or find an alternate plan. The worst part is that the bus in front is an articulated bus on the school holidays. It's bus 727, which is really rare, and I'm stuck on the boring old 341. Boring. And you also probably won't even get the content of seeing the X13 bus to Snug, or the 513. Oh, there's the 624. Oh, we're passing. I had thought that it was not, in fact, Metrova. That's not my joke. But actually it was. And the salt in the wounds is that the 417 to Gordon's coming through now. Great. But I missed my connection. Yay. Before I find somewhere to charge my phone, I thought I'd come back here to Franklin Square, which is where this challenge started on day one. For you, that might have just been 20 minutes of video ago, but for me, that was 2 days ago. So in that time, I've completed 13 bus routes on day one, and let me count real quick. Not 654, not X15, 16, 64, 13, not 513, not. I've completed 8 today, so that's 13 plus 8. I believe I've completed 21 bus routes so far out of a total of 104. However, from now on, things are going to get a little bit harder, because I am going to have to face rural routes, which have very poor frequency and can be very long. I'm going to have to face express routes, which only run on peaks, and I'm going to have to manage multiple of those, which means this might take many days to complete. So this challenge just really isn't as simple as you might have first thought. You might think that if I got a fifth in 2 days, I might be able to finish it in 10, but that's not actually the reality. It's about an hour later, and I'm here in a slightly different part of Franklin Square to let you know of my next move. So my next move and the final leg of day 2 will be that I will catch the 447, the rare route, to the South Hobart terminus at Hewen Road, and then I will pull a switcheroo where I will cross Hewen Road and get on the 448 to Fern. So that'll bring me to a total of 10, which is a little disappointing. I'm on the 447. This bus is going to take me to the Hewen Road South Hobart terminus via Cascades and Strickland Avenue, and the bus is bus 302, which is a Custom Coaches CB60. So yeah, third last bus trip of the day, second last bus route of the day. I'm here in South Hobart, Strickland Avenue terminus, and behind me there's a waterproof, in heavy air quotes, box containing that schedule, which is getting a bit dripping wet. Somehow it's partially sunny and still raining. Does this area just have like constant rain or something? I've made it across the road, Hewen Road. I don't know if you can see, but my breath is visible. It's October, by the way. Mid-October in Hobart. It's becoming summer and my breath is still visible up here. So this bus stop gets no service on Saturdays and Sundays, but not to worry. The one back there gets great service on Saturdays and Sundays and terrible service on weekdays. So it's currently 6:34 p.m. and my bus out of here, the last one of the day, is scheduled for 6:38. It is rather frigid. Oh my god, I look like I'm vaping. I would never, by the way. What else is there here? There's a post box. Love that. There's, I don't know if this is like a public access trail, maybe. Yeah, probably is. Maybe a fire trail up here. So this is a bit of an interesting terminus. You've got 4 bus stops. I don't know if you can see them all. There's bus stop 1. Around the corner is bus stop 2, where I started at. And bus stop 3 is over there. And bus stop 4 is right here. There's 4 bus stops all around this junction because there's 2 on Strickland Avenue and 2 on Hewen Road. And here comes my bus. Okay, I'm out of the cold and on the bus to Fern. I'm not actually going to complete this route until I reach the city, because I'm starting obviously from South Hobart. But this bus is the 448 from Fern to the city via South Hobart and Cascades. So that's what it is like, and it is a total rainforest out there. Lots of rain and forest. A fun fact about this bus is it's one of the only buses in the country, I assume, which frequently gets snowfall on it. Fern quite often gets snowfall, especially in winter, but it can be in other seasons too. And I just think it is so frigid out there for October. The city's cold, like 12 or something, but this is way colder than that. This is like single digits cold. the bus departs, I should say a few things. I'm here at the Fern terminus, which is technically in Nacre, by the way, and Nacre is technically in Kingborough, so I'm in Kingborough. Oh. I'm on XCI 865, which was delivered then. This bus route is going to take me to the city, and it's going to take, I believe, 18 minutes. It's going to be there at 7:15 p.m. and in the city when this bus arrives, and I've completed my final route of the day, route number 10. Well, technically route number 448, but route number 10. That'll be my last. So I only completed 10 routes today. That's not the best. I feel like that's going to be the downward trend we see across this challenge, because the more buses I take, I'm taking the more frequent ones first. So that's how it's going to be now. But yeah, see you in the montage. And the 448 is complete. And that means that today I have completed a total of 10 bus routes around Hobart, which is 3 less than day 1, but that's okay. See you next time, I guess, for day 3, where who knows where I'll be going.